Hi guys, welcome to my video. And in this video, I will explain about dependency injection. Okay. So the first time you hear about dependency injection, you might imagine that you will inject dependencies in Build.Gradle, such as Glide or material design. And honestly, when I first heard about dependency injection, I thought the same thing. But dependency in dependency injection is a different matter. To understand more deeply about dependency injection, we have to separate its term into dependency and injection. Okay, so what is dependency? Dependency is an object that is needed to perform a process. So for example, there is two classes here, PC class and CPU class. Which PC class requires a CPU class to run. So CPU class is called the dependency of PC class, right? Yeah, I hope you get it. So let's move on to the code example. Uh, There is the data class called todo, which has the parameters of completed, ID, title, and user ID. Yeah, and we can see here, right here, the todo class uh, depends on these variables, right? Completed, ID, title, and user ID. And yeah, and we can call this block right here is the dependency of todo class. Yeah, right? Yeah, because the to-do class is required these variables: completed, ID, title, and user ID. Yeah, and yeah, let's move on to another example. Yeah, this is the example of implementation of uh, yeah, this is the example of view model factory implementation. Yeah, you can see right here, view model. It depends on view model factory, right? View model equals to view model provider this dot view model factory right here. So view model is depends on view model factory. Then view model factory is depends on repository, right? Repository. So view model factory is depends on repository, and repository depends on room database right here. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so repository depends on room database. Yeah. So dependency injection it's not like implementation in build.gradle, but these things are called dependency, right? Okay, so next, okay, yeah. So this is right here. This is the sample diagram of the code that doesn't implement the injection pattern. Yeah, it can be seen that the CPU class right here is in the PC class. Yeah, this is because the CPU class is created inside the PC class. But this kind of implementation is will cause a serious problems. Yeah. The first one is PC class and CPU class are tightly coupled. Yeah. So when you want to create a new object with a different CPU, you have to create a new PC class again. Yeah. So you can imagine if you want to create 100 object with different CPU, you have to create 100 PC class again. So yeah, that will make a boilerplate code very much. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, the second one is making unit testing more difficult. Yeah, since you have to use the CPU's real object directly, you cannot implement double tests like creating a fake object or mock object. So yeah, then yeah, the dependency injection pattern appears. Yeah. So instead of we are creating the CPU class directly inside the PC class, we will remove the CPU class. Yeah, we will remove the CPU class and inject it into the PC class. These things are called the inversion of control principle. Yeah. So the diagram will be like this. Yeah, as you can see, the CPU class will be injected to PC class. Yeah. So yeah, you can see here, this is the previous code sample, which is an implementation of view model factory. Yeah. By using dependency injection, we can reduce the boilerplate code to something like this. Yeah. As can be seen, we are using the inject annotation here, which is an element of one of the dependency injection libraries called Dagger. Yeah, next I will make a video that specifically explain about Dagger. Yeah, as you can see, yeah, we reduce so much boilerplate code, right? Yeah, so yeah, we inject the boilerplate code into this variable view model factory. So yeah, we don't have to write the boilerplate code again. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it. Please let me know in the comment if you like this video and if it helped you to understand dependency injection. And also, if you have any question, then feel free to ask in the comment. Yes, so have a good day. See you in the next video. Bye.